Hello, it's Mary Pat from Mind Body Solutions, and today we're going to practice some basics, but adding on some additional grounding points. So I have a wall behind me. You could have a wall behind you, a firm chair, the floor, or a bed. So whoever's comfortable, whatever you have, access to. And we're just going to do some basics. So let's start, as we always do, with some simple grounding, centering. So eyes open or closed, connecting to your base. It might be the sides of your feet, your sit bones, whatever you're used to. And we want to get bigger in space, aware of what is around us, above you, below you, in front of you, and behind you. And we'll take a few moments just to be here, preparing ourselves for a little practice. And if you'd like, you can extend your arms out to the sides, feeling open from the sternum, shoulders through your elbows, wrists, and palms. Bending at the elbows, gathering your palms together in a prayer position at the heart. Dropping the chin slightly. Giving yourself a chance to give yourself a little bow, a little acknowledgement to yourself. Releasing the hands down, lifting the head up. And if your eyes were closed, you can open the eyes. So like I previously said, we may have something behind us, and use your judgment, explore on how much you're going to lean into it, like I am right now, or having a little bit of space between that reference or that surface and your body. But to start out, let's bring our head back. So letting the head rest, maybe on a headrest, maybe on the floor, maybe on the wall, and just noticing where your head is at. Where does it feel? Where do I sense it compared to my spine and the bowl of my pelvis? And then slowly at your own pace, if you can, keeping the head back on that surface, and just bring one ear to one shoulder. Stretching out the opposite side of the neck. And then coming back up to the center and doing the same thing on the other side. You may even want to feel like the inside of the ear, the deep depth of the inside of the ear is the leader, and then everything else is just following that lead. And then this will be our last time, then we'll come back center. And now let's do some shoulder rolls. So one at a time, feeling like the blade is coming all the way down towards the sit bones. So just taking one shoulder and taking a big roll around, and then the other. And you may want to use the surface behind you to drag that shoulder blade down, just like you are frosting a cake with that shoulder blade, just dragging it down. And then if you'd like, doing both at the same time. Maybe cleaning off the wall, maybe cleaning the floor up a little bit with those motions. Nice. And next, let's bring our arms up to the sides as we are able, and then just pressing the elbows into the wall and releasing. So we're just using our surface behind us to help get a little movement in the mid upper spine. So when I press in, my lower spine comes forward a little bit and my upper spine goes backward a little bit. So just getting a little motion in that part of the spine that's hard to move around. Soft, relaxed abdomen, soft, relaxed throat. And then releasing the hands down. And let's take one hand, one palm to the abdomen and just notice the breath. So as you inhale, the abdomen might come into the hand. As you exhale, it might slightly go away. And then let's just stay here. Or if you'd like to add on the exhale, you can bring that lower spine towards the wall. So it's a little pelvic tilt in my spine. Lower spine does not go into the wall, but it's just going towards the wall. I can a little bit feel my shoulder blades going back. Just about everything we're doing could also be done laying down on the floor. Or again, seated in a firm chair. And then releasing. And now you might want to change the cross of your legs at this point. So some people like to just keep a certain cross because that's more comfortable, more stable. But if you like to change the cross, this would be a good point. So we're just going to do a couple gentle twists. And again, using the reference of the surface behind us to help deepen into the position. So we're going to inhale, get taller. We're going to twist in one direction. And as you're able, pushing that elbow back into the wall or the surface. And my elbows are actually going away from one another in the exact opposite direction. Inhale, taller, and exhale, deepening a little bit into the twist. And then coming back center. Let's collapse a little bit, feeling the mid back go into the wall, coming back up. Same thing other side. So inhale, get taller, and exhale, gentle twist. So my elbows are going in the opposite direction from one another, and that back elbow is going into the wall, just for a little reference, a little oomph, a little help getting height. Inhale, exhale. And then coming back to center. And so we're going to take a couple lateral stretches. So we're going to inhale the arms. One hand grabs the opposite wrist and we lengthen up and then take it over to the side. And if you like that back elbow, the grabber hand, the grabber elbow goes into the wall, maybe helping get a little bit more length, maybe a little more stability, just one more grounding point. Relax through the neck, coming back center. And then we're going to do the same thing other side. One hand grabs the opposite wrist, lengthens up, and takes it over. So again, the feet are grounded, the sit bones are grounded, and I'm going to add on that back elbow. That's going to push into the wall, helping be one more grounding point. And inhale, exhale out to the sides. So we have two more poses we're going to do. So we're going to do Trikanasana. So inhale, arms out to the sides, long through our spine. One hand is going to go to that hip, just helping ground. And then the opposite hand is going to go down on the floor or on a block. And with long side body, extending to where it feels is right for you. So we don't want to collapse. We want to be long on both sides. And I'm going to take this back elbow and ground it into the wall and see if that helps me feel a little more stable or helps me gain a little bit more length in this pose. Doesn't matter. It's more just exploring and noticing the effect, experimenting. Breathing. And then coming back to center. Again, let's do the same thing other side. So inhale the arms out to the sides, long, strong, spacious. One hand goes down to the block or to the floor, bed, wherever, your armrest, and then extending out to the side. So we want to feel balanced. We don't want to throw we're off our center of gravity. We've changed our base, but we don't want to feel like we've lost our balance. And then that back elbow can go into the wall, one more grounding point, or not. So you experiment with how you feel. What's the effect? Breathing, and then coming back. And we're going to end with a couple Urdhva Hastasanas, so arms overhead pose. And as we bring our arms down, we just want to get longer through the spine. And your option, if you want to try to drag the pinky fingers down the wall or the surface behind you as you bring the arms down. So let's bring the arms straight out in front of us. So we're going to inhale up, allowing our shoulder blades to slide up towards the ceiling, not losing any of that height we've gained as we exhale the arms down. I'm dragging my pinky fingers down. And then 2 more times. So maybe hands go through the heart center on an inhale up. Shoulder blades riding up, exhale down, not losing any of that height. And one more time, inhaling up. And exhaling down. Fingers maybe sliding down the wall behind you. Hands come together in a prayer position. If you'd like one more time, dropping the chin. Chance to look inward, a chance to pause. Namaste.